Hey everybody, it's Nick from the Bass Hookup. And guess what? The baseball tournament that I was talking about in my last video was canceled because of the weather, but so was the New Gen tournament. With that said, you can see I'm out here on the Delta. I had to get out here. I've been preaching to you guys that these are the type of days that you want. This time of year, it has been really warm all week. Fish have been moving up, and now we have some weather. We'll have some rain throughout the day, I'm expecting. We have a south wind. We have low tide at 11:30. Right now, I got out here late. It's about 8:45, so a little bit late. Actually, I think it's, what time? Is that time right? Because we had a time change since last time I was out here. Just check my graph. Yep, nope, it's an hour behind, so good thing I checked. It's actually 9:42. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe, leave a comment. We give away half our YouTube income every single month. And with you guys, with your help, we keep on growing. So we keep giving away more and more every single month, which is a good thing. But I completely expect to catch some of these fish on reaction today. We have a really strong outgo here, but I'm gonna run around hoping to just jump from spot to spot to spot, throwing the first gen copperhead, throwing the first gen split blade spinnerbait. I have a frog, I have a buzzbait on, and let's just go see if we can get some of these fish. Goal today, 20-pound bag. Goal today, 20-pound bag. So come out here with me on the Delta and let's hit it. Here we go. First spot. All right, first spot. I don't know, just want to check it out. I don't know if it's going to be any good at all. Just going to kind of fly down this bank right here. So we have a lowish tide, so it's not the best. I'm gonna go ahead and start out with the red, the hot craw. Now this water color is very clear. Start out with the hot craw copperhead here. I really like the way the wind's blowing into this bank here though. Check my drag. Good. And there are very shallow. It's very, very shallow. You can see the tide's dropped way down. So, you know, all we're doing here, what we're doing is hoping to cast this thing into a clean pocket. And that's going to be the theme for today, really, is you got to find the clean pockets on these weed flats, and wherever there's a clean pocket, that's where these fish are going to be. They don't want to be up, you know, on the slimy weeds. And wherever there's a clean pocket, typically that means there's hard bottom, and then that's a good spot for them to spawn too. And that's really what they're looking for, is somewhere they could get and spawn. It is that time of year. There's a lot up shallow. It's very, very shallow right here. Very shallow. So we're just gonna give this a little. There's one. Oh, good one too. Good one. On the copperhead, right up shallow. Dude, already 5-pounder. I love it, baby. Love it. Come on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, man. Right in that pocket. I could tell it was like clean bottom right there. Stuck them good. Hot craw. Man, come on, let me be chewing today. Let's weigh them. Get this scale out. Hook this guy up. See what we got right here. First fish, man, he wants to go 4. 315 and a half. 315 and a half, almost 4-pounder. First bank pulled up on, maybe 4th cast. Healthy fish. The Delta's back, baby. Delta's back. All right. Got that guy on that hot craw copperhead right there. I'm throwing a Zaco on the back of it too. Kind of more of a muted color Zaco too. It's not like a super bright, a little bit muted. This water is very clear, and he came out and smoked it. I mean, there might be another one in there, right in that little pocket right there. He just smoked it. I mean, that's so predictable, you guys. You see that little patch of weeds coming out right here, making a little point, the wind blowing right into that little pocket. Those are the areas that they're gonna be in. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And we got a bunch more of that coming up right here, you know, and we may not get another one down this stretch. That's fine. That's fine. We got the one. We got one, and that's all you got to do right now is hop around. Here's another pocket just the same as that last. Let's see, is there one out there that wants to eat? Maybe, maybe not. I'm gonna make a couple casts in there because that is the same type of stuff we caught our last one in. So all these prime spots, you know, make 2, 3, 4 casts in there. Even though we're fishing fast. Is it going to be a copperhead day, or is it going to be the split blade spinnerbait day? We got that one right away on this thing, so bluegill's been coming out, and when the bluegills start coming out and things like that, that's when I really like to throw the vibrating jig. Oh, rip it out of them weeds. Now that, doesn't that inside pocket right there just look so good? Right in there. I mean, that looks good in there. Gotta throw it in there again. Throw it in there again. And then make sure we hit it coming back from this side, right through that lane. Throw one right here off this point of these weeds right here. And these fish really have I don't know what it is about this year. For me, they are really associating to this viney weed. Even if it doesn't have to be alive, it could be old dead vines from those weeds, and they're really associating to that. And I don't know if maybe I just haven't fished it before in the past. I mean, I know I haven't. I kind of shied away from it. I don't know if they've always been on that, but they're really on that viney stuff. And it's a solo trip today, so I am gonna try to talk a lot. It's you know, when you're fishing with a buddy or whatever, it's easy just to go fish and talk to them, but how about myself? So you're gonna hear a lot from me today. I'll try to walk you guys through the thought process and what I'm doing, exactly like I did back there with that fish. And we're gonna, I don't see, like right here, there's not a ton of stuff that looks excellent to me, even though there definitely could be fish up there. And you know, a good time to come look at these banks would be low tide on a sunny, calm, flat day. And I would say what you want to do on those days, sometimes fishing's tough, it's better sometimes to just go get on the bank on low tide and burn down the bank and look for fish. They will show themselves to you, and once you find the areas with fish, you could go back to them on a day like today or on high tide and catch them a lot easier than you can when it's real sunny and flat calm. Of course, unless they're on locked on beds. I got a bunch of this viney kind of stuff coming up, so I'm hoping to get some fish coming up here. But like I said, first stop of the day, already got a fish in the boat. I'm happy with that, even if I don't catch another one here on this stretch right here, because this was just a kind of on a whim, just stopping it. This isn't like a spot that I already had in mind. I was just on my way. I saw the wind blowing into it right here, and I knew that these type of weeds were here even though it's low tide, and just decided to stop and give it a try. And it paid off with that one. Let's see if we get another one. All right, boys and girls, second stop of the day. See what we can do here. I think I'm gonna start out again with the same copperhead, the red. Just got that one bite. That gave me all the confidence in the world right there. Keep on throwing it here. Got him. Did you guys see that? That fish jumped out of the water for it. He ain't huge, but he's fat. I don't know if y'all caught that. Choked it too. Coming right over that viney stuff. He jumped out of the water for it. Let's weigh him. Fish number 2. Our scale here. Got that 315. What's this one? What's this one? Probably 2 pounder. Yep. 204. 204. All right. Nice little fat one. Same thing on the viney stuff. Coming over the top of it with that Pros Pick color copperhead. Change up colors. Pros Pick, got a white spunk shad trailer on there. Up here shallow, and just burning it over the top of this really viney stuff right up there. Smoked it. Jumped out of the water and like just started swimming out to deep water with it. I didn't know if it had it or not. I had to reel and catch up with it. Pretty cool. Cool little bite. All right, we're gonna hop some points right now. Low tide. A lot of these fish on the islands will come off and get on the points of the islands on low. So we're gonna hop a couple of these, see if we can't pick one up here and there. The good thing is it kind of looks like tide's coming in. Maybe not. We're just gonna go real fast, just hitting this prime water. Just these couple of these points, see what happens. See if we could pick up one. Been slow today. The weather is perfect. It's It's just that the tide is hurting us right now. The tide is really, really low. I mean, really low. So if we had some tide where these fish could feel comfortable up there, I think they'd be chewing. So probably later this afternoon, the bite will be good. Of course, probably right when I have to leave. But we're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna keep on fishing. The Delta, the best thing about the Delta is you could turn your day around in one little tiny stretch. Even one fish. One 8-pounder, one 10-pounder. Just one fish could turn your whole day around real quick. And there are a lot of boats out here, so I don't know if you all watched my last video and came out and fished. Took my advice. I said get out, especially to the Delta. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But there are a lot of boats out here. A lot. Looks like a tournament's going on, but there's not. Actually, let's go up. We'll fish up to the point of this island. Maybe they're on the backside. Little guy. Oh, there you go. Tiny. Tiny. All right, I'm gonna try a little something I haven't really tried at all this year, and that's Riprap. I've never fished this bank before, so do not know what to expect. Could be horrible. Let's go down this Riprap a little bit. Pick back up that hot craw color copperhead. And just looking for lanes in the weeds. I don't want these, and I see some good little pockets. I don't want these weeds to go all the way up to the rock. There's got to be some sort of lane for those fish to sit in, and I'm seeing that. Little pockets. It's all right here. The reason I picked this bank was with two reasons. The wind's blowing into it and it's outgoing, so the current's also pushing into it. So thought behind that is if there is fish up there, it should make them more prone to feed. That's the idea. That's why I picked this bank. Whether or not there's some here or not, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna go down to the point of this. See here where there's weeds on the bank? I don't like that. There's nowhere for the fish to be. Too many weeds. Maybe up here closer to this point. Typically on all these big round bends in the Delta, the point is deeper just because the current washes around it. So maybe as we get closer to this point, there'll be a little bit more water for the fish to set up in. Right now this is too weedy. The weeds come all the way out here to the boat. I know y'all can't see it, but they do. They come all the way out here. So nowhere for the fish to be. I like this one little viney patch right here. If I was gonna be one, or if I was gonna guess where one is, gonna be right around this stuff. Oh, got him. Did I call that? Dang, it's small though, but still. Right, oh. Right there. Stop. I'm trying to help you. Right there. Right in that viney stuff. On this left side of it, and that makes sense. That's where the current's blowing into it. So, let's see. Can we get one on the other side of it? Funny. Man, right after I said that. But you could look down the whole bank, and that's the only little bit of that viney stuff sticking out. or along this bank here at all. I don't know what it is, if they're in that stuff just looking to feed. One of my buddies, he was saying that he thinks that maybe they're in it or around it because they could easily hide from the sea lions. There's tons and tons of sea lions out here right now. Come off of there. It's like a... But yeah, pretty cool. Called that one. See if we get another one. All right, got that one. Let's go look for some more bank. I need to find more with that viney weed on it, and give me some confidence. Fish on. It was little. Oh, decent one. There we go. That's a little fatty. Dude, yo-yoing. That looks like a northern right there for sure. Tiny mouth. Yo-yoing this thing right out in the middle of these weeds right here. Let me slow us down a little bit so I can weigh them. Copperhead day, copperhead type of day. That's a fatty though. It's a good sign. Let's get them on the scale real quick. Zero it out. See what we'll go. 211. 211. Thank you, fish. Yeah, fatty. I like that. I like that. Yo-yoing it. It's out here. So, real quick, little story. I had I was fishing the FLW National Guard, and my main spot was in here, and I came in here, I think it was the second or third day, come in here, and I have one little spot I'm casting to, a clean spot in these weeds. My co-angler, he's in the back, and it's like right after chatterbaits came out, and he takes takes everything off of it, the skirt and everything, and he just has a bass tricks on the back, and he's telling me this, like how it looked really good in his swimming pool, and he thought it would work. First cast, he bombs it out essentially to the middle of nowhere, bombs it out, catches a 5. So he's stoked, my co-angler, right? Throws in live well. Next cast, he's telling me, man, look, I caught it just casting right here, and he casts back out, same spot. Yo-yos it one time, boom, sets the hook, and he's like, dude, it's a giant, it's a giant. He's freaking out. Sure enough, thing comes out, it's so big it can't even jump out of the water. We get it to the boat, net it. I mean, I can't believe it. This fish is huge, right? So we're not sure how big, we don't even weigh it. Barely fits in the live well. We go back to the weigh-in, and it was a 13.5 pounder. A 13.5 pounder, you guys. Huge. I mean, bigger than any fish I've ever caught. Caught it out of the back of my boat right inside of here on a vibrating jig, a chatterbait blade, basically, with a Bass Tricks trailer, no skirt. And it's just crazy. It was nuts. But right out here, there's still big ones in here. I've caught so many double digits out here, and my biggest fish out here is a 12 and a half. I caught it in a hook, line, and sinker tournament on a spinnerbait in February. Water temp was about 55. But yeah, they're out here, guys. That's why we come out here, for the chance to catch a 13 pounder like that guy did, my co-angler, who was basically casting out to the middle of La La Land. It's on. Been a while. Yes. New spot. It's not big, but I love catching fish in new spots. Right in the roof of the mouth. Oh man, my line feels so weird. This is a keeper, so I'm gonna weigh it. Not a giant, another copperhead fish. But again, I mean, this spot just looked good with all the wood and has actually a good inside weed line. This fish is only gonna go 111.5. So at this point we have 4 fish for 10 pounds. So guess what? 4 fish for 10. That leaves us plenty of wiggle room. We only need 1 10-pounder. That's it. And we'll have 20 pounds. Easy. 1 10-pounder, we'll have 20 pounds. But I think we finally have some incoming tide, which is going to be a good thing. It'll push these fish up into this cover, and or if they're already up there, it'll give them it'll make them feel more secure with a little bit more water over their head. Sometimes low tide, the fish are up there, they just don't want to bite. They're just really spooky because there's just nothing over their head. And got a little bit of drizzle here, and this pink looks good. Usually if there's one, there's more. Although even the fish that we caught earlier down those other banks, we caught one here and there, but I'm sure there's more than one in those other spots too. I might actually, as this tide's coming up, I might actually run back through 1 or 2 of those areas. All right, a little bit of an update. It's raining. It's finally raining pretty good right now. We got a little cloud coming over, and I'm back at the first spot I fished this morning where I caught that 4-pounder. Oh man, there's some good sized raindrops right there. But back at the first spot I caught that 4-pounder. We're gonna go back through it. Tide's coming up. You guys even see? Tide's coming up. See how long this camera lasts, and let's see if we can just end this day off on a bang. Pouring now. Maybe we'll get them to bite. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Getting all wet. Tide's coming in. Pouring rain. Perfect. Just how we want it. What the heck? It's even getting worse. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Oh, we're getting hail. We're getting hail. Oh, dang. It's snowing in California. Look at that. Oh, ow. I'm glad I'm facing my back to it. Come on. Let's catch a 10-pounder in the hail. Dang, look at that. Fun right here. Look at that. That's nuts. Oh yeah. Look at that. It's like covered. Ah man. Hurts my hands when it hits it. Do fish bite in the hail? What is going on right now? stinking sea lion right there. Freaking stupid thing trying to get some. Probably just got a bass. Get out of here. Dude, look. Right there. I'm about to... What in the heck? Probably gonna come up with a bass. What are you doing, dude? Where'd he go? Right there. Get out of here. I'm only scared he's gonna jump in my boat. You never know. Wild animal. That one. Man, I know they're sitting on top of this stuff. Shallow. There we go. About dang time. Had missed another one back there, but man, he's warm. Tiny guy though. I don't even care at this point. This day's not quite gone like I thought it would. And I'm not getting as many bites as I thought I would. So I'll take that. I'm sitting up there on top of this. Just on top of this viney stuff. Shallow though, up there on the bank. Crazy that I'm not getting bigger fish. I don't know what it is today. I think a lot of them are just, a lot of them are on beds. And a lot of them are thinking about spawning. What's that? Oh yeah, stickfish. Greg's right, these things, sticks do bite. There's one. Thank you. Thank you. Another fish. Small though, but he choked it. New spot, another fish, copperhead. It's not the right size. Come on. Thought this was gonna be a big fish spot right here. A little bit windy. High tide. Oh my goodness. I thought that was her right there. Must be stuck on a log. All right, you guys, that's gonna do it for the day. It was a wrap. So you can see, I mean, it was a pretty tough day. Crazy weather. Sea lion right in front of the boat. We got hailed on. It was sunny. It was sunny and raining. It's all crazy types of weather. If you guys went fishing today, you're out here, leave a comment. Let me know how you guys did, because I saw so many boats out here. There was supposed to be that New Gen tournament, but it got canceled. Caught most of my fish today, all on the copperhead. I think actually all of them. I didn't catch any spinnerbait fish today, but I didn't throw it a lot either. Maybe that was my mistake. I should have thrown that a little more. Probably should have been flipping, because I know some of these fish are up on beds, and maybe even if they're not on beds, they're up there shallow thinking about it, and you got to kind of slow down. But with the weather, I had to power fish, so it is what it is what it is. I caught fish, just nothing big. So that's why it's called fishing and not catching. But I love coming out here to the Delta. It's different every single time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.